Hi.
Hi again.
So, we're here after the stream, and we're gonna watch Mirai-hen episode 8.
Yeah.
And everything's going all according to Keikaku.
We have not watched part of this episode before
With the
without
mic
the
off.
mic on.
That's totally not a thing that happened. Why would you even
No.
insinuate that?
Never. We're too cool for that.
Anyway, 3, 2, 1, go.
Bum bum. I feel like I've done that before recently.
God, I'm getting the weirdest case of deja vu.
So
So
I don't know these people.
Yeah. And I was like, yes, you do know
I don't
these
think I know
people.
these people.
I'm like, you do know these people. And then you were like...
No, I don't think I do. I don't think I know these people,
I think
Jess.
you do.
No, who are these people?
I think you do.
Oh, wait, I do know these people.
What's his name?
His name is Kizakura.
Very good, okay.
And that's the gym teacher.
It's the gym
That's
teacher.
Asahina's mom.
Asahina's mom, and that's your headcanon.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is her fate,
Yeah.
basically.
I love her. She's my favorite background character. Like, she's great. She's awesome. She's long-suffering. I'm glad that, like, we find out what happens to her. It's very, like, satisfying.
You get an ending, right? You get a known ending to the character.
Yeah.
Unlike future Foundation member D.
God, don't even bring up Mirai Kiganji to me.
And the nice thing about it is once you go back over into Zetsubou-hen, you can still see her.
Yeah.
And enjoy her and
Yeah,
know that, we do know her
survives
fate.
to this point. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like knowing your own death. You know you can survive everything else up until that point.
Yeah.
See?
I mean, it takes some of the mystery out of it, but that's fine. So yeah.
That scene, is he bleeding or is that the blood of her?
I think it's her blood.
Because a way that the animation looked, it kind of looked like it possibly was growing when he did
Yeah.
this, right? Like
Yeah. I think he's
made a
shaking,
fist,
and that's the thing.
or like, because it is like dripping a little
like
bit.
I said before, remember how in the first game Junko's like, yeah, people totally came for you, but then they all got gunned down.
Yeah.
So-
Now, is this also insinuating that there were more than just two of them trying to rescue? Like,
Yeah.
they were attacking from different angles?
There were a bunch of them. Well, he says at the very beginning, he's like, we're the only ones who made it this far. So,
Yeah.
like, they actually make it almost up to the school. Like, the rest of it, I'm sure she's got shit going on. Yeah, you leave it to Mukuro and Soda and whatever. Like,
What if I just, like, went over and I was like, oh, it was off again?
I would punch you in the face. Gently, but I would punch you in the face. Why are you hitting yourself?
But you know the best part about this is what
No!
I get to do again.
Shut up!
I get to do
You're
this
not
all
gonna do
over
it
again.
again.
Might be kitty kitty.
Who knows, though?
Mm.
It's a mystery.
So yeah, it was really funny. This girl at my school today was like, Nathan, I brought in
her collection.
my Danganronpa collection to show you. And I was like, cool. And she's got this big bag that she's got in her bag. It's like basically she didn't bring any of her textbooks. She just like brought this bag. And the first one... wait. We have to pause for just a moment. And... Kitty Kitty Ultimate Mastermind.
Yeah. I was at school today and I was thinking about you, like, trying to say things and, like, stumbling over yourself and, like, cutting out words. And it was really funny. You're laughing again! God! You're like a 12-year-old. Says me after the stream.
And I still want him to die. I wish that they changed the animation. And so... While I do wish for him to die, and we know that Togami's gonna rescue him, the first thing she pulled out was the keychain of Nanami,
right?
Because she loves Nanami.
Gotcha.
And I was like, it's Nanami, and she's like, correct, yay! And I'm like, come on, don't treat me like I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
And then she takes out that kitty kitty figure you've been trying to get.
Yeah.
And she's like, look at this, and I'm like, yeah, it's kitty kitty, and she's like, yes. And I was like, what? Come on. Watch any moment of Danganronpa that's not, like, 2. And even in 2, she's in there.
She's in there, yeah.
It's like, come on.
But yeah. So we were talking about this, too, I was saying that if Komaru were here, Komaru could probably actually talk to Munakata. Not now at this point, because he's kind of off the deep end, but, like, prior to this, she could have talked to him and maybe, like, had some sort of traction with him. Because she's actually walked the walk. She was in the real world and doing shit with no rules, whereas, like, Naegi's like, I want a game that was really gay! So, like, I don't know. I just feel like she would be more effective in this scenario.
Do you think it really, like, at the end of the day, though, right? Like, when all is said and done, even if she was able to present her case, that it would have made a difference in the end? Or do you think that Murakata's so set in his ways that he wouldn't have allowed it to he would have, like, made up a different reasoning?
Yeah, I think he would have, at the very least, had to come up with a different excuse.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, because, like, he wouldn't be able to just shut her down with, like, you don't know what it's like on the outside, because she does. No. Yeah. So.
Do you think he'd still kind of end up going down mostly the same path, though?
Yeah, but I don't think he would have been able to woo as many people in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, come on!
Although, what do you mean beginning? By, like, at the beginning of the Killing Game?
Yeah, like, so in the very beginning, his whole argument was that, like, Naegi should be executed because he's probably part of despair because blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But, whereas, like, in Komaru's case, like, before he goes super crazy, I feel like she could have, like, maybe given him some sort of pause. So, but yeah. Crazy Sword gets crazier.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like he's the kind of person that, like, he knows his quote-unquote, like, objective, right? His end game, he's very solid on what that needs to be.
Yeah.
And that he'll just get there however he can. Like, if he has to snake, like, one way or the other, he'll just keep going until he can reach his specific thing. And in that sense, he's like...
Battle!
I guess they portray him as more of a static character because he's not willing to change. And maybe he will become more of a dynamic character as it goes on, as he has to entertain the ideas of, like, maybe not being right 100% of the time.
Yeah.
But...
Well, like I said, he's just Naegi in the other direction.
Well, I mean, in this case, yeah, they portray Naegi as a pretty static character as well so far.
Yeah.
Because he is very set in his own way, where everybody else kind of... The interesting aspect of it is they ebb and flow around these two pillars...
Yeah.
Of, like, what they believe hope is.
Yeah. So...
What would happen if, like, he fell off and, like, tried to stop himself just, like, out of habit from like, tripping and falling on his ass? Yeah. And he, like, took 2 steps and then it's like, running! He just dies.
That'd be funny.
Asahina's just like, shit.
Well, so hey, Kyoko-chan, I have bad news.
Oh yeah, this is where we just were, right? This is...
Yeah.
So, yeah, Izayoi died.
Yeah, and he set traps. So yeah, I love how Kirigu's just like, I'm staring at these books.
The whole time?
Yeah.
Like, these are interesting titles. Huh? What was that?
It's a marker.
Okay.
And Kitty's like, no, I'm investigating.
Yeah.
We don't stop in the middle of an investigation. Maybe nobody told you, but...
I stop for nothing.
My family doesn't roll that way.
I feel like, though, with... Like, this is a good observation by Kirigiri.
Yeah.
But, like... Nice job. They're like, don't get up. But I think that anybody given, like, the time to investigate would have found something like that.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and yeah. I
think
that's just something that she picks up on really early because she's so good at it. But,
well,
like,
I think the other thing, too, is, in this, like, life or death situation, I think not many people would stop to investigate, and that's kind of part of it, too.
Even though you start finding, like, traps set up in specifically this room, like, that many traps in this room.
Yeah.
I feel like people would be like, there's something weird about that. Why is this specific room booby-trapped to hell?
Right.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, like...
Yeah. Suddenly, Sakakura!
He's like,
whatever.
Obviously it wasn't me, because I just figured it out.
Yeah.
Hey, Togami.
Yeah.
Togami's...
Shut up.
Togamins.
I hate these stupid subtitles. But yeah, I love it, like... I love it, like... I love things. I'm very tired.
Here's the thing. My opinion, right?
Yeah.
Togami just replaced Hagakure with the guy on the outside. So, Hagakure is now no longer relevant. We don't need 2 guys on the outside. We need 1 guy on the outside.
Well, technically we have 3 guys on the outside if you count Fukawa. But...
Well, yeah, it's true. Although, from Future Foundation, but she's intern.
Yeah, she's a Kenkyusei.
Did everybody get beat up?
Yeah, everybody got punched.
A punch for you
Well,
and
no.
a punch for you.
I mean, they're not punched, but, like, they all been, like, kicked and shit. And he's like, knife time! When you were throwing chairs.
And books. I
No.
like this Monokuma
Yeah,
Mona Lisa.
It's the Mona Lisa. It's gotta take responsibility, man.
Okay.
See, it's me. Like... Not since we got here.
Yeah. He did punch.
Dude, it's not that you weren't keeping it a secret. You were throwing desk chairs at people. Like, bro. Yeah, his really sucks. Yes, he's gotta, like, keep it like this.
That would suck
Imagine
for
how
me, because I'm
clammy-
left-handed,
Yeah,
too.
imagine how fucking clammy your hand would be. I assume that Kisakura, like, also is kind of left-handed, because, like, he reached for her with his left hand, but I don't know if that's just because, like, it was on his left side.
Hey, you.
Yeah.
Hey, I need your attention.
Hey.
Excuse me.
But, yeah. Bro is baited so easily.
Yeah.
He's just like, what'd you say about my bro? Yeah, it is kind of true, bro. I mean...
Dude, Sakakura's the dude online who just, like, falls for all of the trolls.
Yeah, exactly. Sakakura would be the dude who would, like, constantly,
Oh, snap.
he'd constantly be typing in all caps, and he would, like, fucking fall for every single troll. But yeah.
That is pretty lucky. He set that up and his foot landed right there.
Yep.
Didn't they tie him up earlier?
They did, but they didn't do it thoroughly enough. Kitty just like, oh my god, my neck. Oh my god, the floor is collapsing.
Oh, it's the fall scene.
Yeah.
May or may not be Kitty Kitty.
Who knows?
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, it was fun, buddy.
Yeah. I'm dead now.
Yeah.
She's just like, maybe you could, like, help with this, Kitty Kitty? Like...
So, truth time.
Shouldn't
I
have
knew
eaten
this
all
was
the
going to
donuts.
happen.
Yeah?
I knew he was going to die.
Yeah.
Because the bad thing about uploading Danganronpa themed videos onto YouTube
Yeah.
is it attracts spoilers.
Yeah,
like
and
specifically.
It'll put it all on your
So
shit. And if
this
people...
like this screenshot, like the
Yeah.
full screenshot of him was shown.
Well, and, like, the thing is, if people would just stop fucking putting spoilery thumbnails up, it would be nice. But, yeah, so anyway, Kizakura's the one who took this fucking photo. The Baby Kyoks photo.
The Baby Kyoks photo.
Yeah, the one where you were, like, in the first game, you kept using it as, like, all of the evidence. You were like, Baby Kyoks! Baby Kyoks! You're like,
Now he's fallen.
yeah, now he's fallen. So, yeah. Because he was, like, her dad's bro.
Yep.
So, but that begs the question, like, did he know Momgiri? And Samidare, for that matter, because Jean knew Samidare, too. But yeah.
She's like, I'm having some complex emotions right now.
Yeah.
And I'm not.
Well, here's
really
the thing. Here's the thing about fucking Kitty Kitty is like everybody around her dies. Like, yeah, you can count. Good job. You were already better off than Junpei. Everybody loves the dopin'. I know. Fucking love Sakakura. See, it's just like me. It's like, I need chocolate. I gotta.
So it's just making him like, well, one, it's addictive.
Yeah.
Two, it doesn't really seem like he's feeling much pain right now.
Yeah.
So maybe some sort of pain nullifier.
Yeah.
He's just like completely committed. Yeah, see?
Yeah.
That would be really awful.
Yeah, that would
Even she's like, oh damn.
Oh damn. Shit, son. Yeah, bro has fucking had it. Yeah, well, duh. Like, bro's like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
Like, that deduction is irrelevant.
Well, yeah, it would make sense that you would think that, yes.
She's like,
I probably shouldn't have waved you in here. So yeah, he also died from NG code.
Hmm. After the fact?
Yeah. Post-mortem. And he's like, oh shit, I actually liked her.
For some reason, he's also like completely breaking out of his mind-induced like chocolate fest.
Well, I think it's because he was like, well, okay, first of all, he's a giant dude.
First of all, he's a giant dude.
He's a giant dude, so he's gonna need more candy than like fucking Izayoi. But, and like, foiled by forensics. And like, secondly, like his whole character is like he's totally loyal to Munakata, so like, it would take a lot for him to not to listen to anybody else. Bro is like, this is a lot of smart talk. I don't know if I follow all this.
Oh, so that's why all of a sudden he was like, no.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Yeah. I don't want that.
Ew, kitty.
Yeah, that's what she does.
Mitanai's like,
Yeah. Kitty's like, yeah, you got a problem?
I don't know how to feel about that one.
Yeah.
I do want something to come up with in this series, like, because remember how it was like, you mentioned that it was supposed to be like one was really serious and one was kind of more lighthearted, and it was supposed to kind of change a little bit. And there has been some silliness in this series, in Mirai-hen.
Yeah.
I would love for her at some point to just be like, doing detective work, and she's like, nope, not the socks.
Yeah.
Like, right? Yeah. Just like a really
that would
quick
be great. Just a really
thing.
quick thing, throw it in there, and she's just like, oh, fuck no.
She's like, Mitanai, look at the socks.
Yeah. Mitanai,
Not touching that.
This is your job. This is why you're here. So,
you gotta wonder if that's legit.
mm-hmm.
I feel like it's not, but anything that has a giant Monokuma face on it has to be suspicious, right?
Exactly.
Like,
well, the thing is, too, like, where is this room in the building? Would it even have a way out? Like, and the thing is, like, the whole thing is, like, it's trying to fuck with everybody and, like, make them go after each other. So, you know, and this is why. Yeah, smooth.
Yeah.
So yeah. So, like, the whole thing is, like, you know, you give her an NG code that says no one can go outside. And, like... Like, bro, come
He's
on,
just
man.
like... Peace.
He's like, peace, everybody, I'm out of here.
You know, opened it and a bunch more spears go.
More robots.
He's like, I don't give a fuck about you in the end.
Yeah, like, she knows it doesn't go anywhere. She's
Shake
like,
of the head.
she's like, listen, bro, I'm a fucking pro at this shit now. How is she running? You fucked up her ankle. Like, not that long ago.
It was just a little sprain, okay?
Alright, whatever.
She can run through the pain.
She can run through the pain.
She's a big girl.
She's
she
a
can
big
deal
girl.
with it.
She can deal with it.
Anybody who runs like that can deal with it, Jess.
Yeah.
It's, again, stereotypical girl run.
Yeah, it is. It's
you
very
don't see
girl
Meet
run.
That Eye running like that.
No, you kind of do. He's kind of girly. But, so yeah, so we were talking
I was
about
just
this.
thinking about it, how it's
Yeah. Dramatic decoding.
her dead. Everybody removes the coats,
Yeah,
right?
everybody takes their coats off.
It means that they're getting serious.
Yeah,
It's a serious time.
there's serious time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there is a scene after the credits for this one.
Okay.
So we'll stay. But yeah, like, so we were talking about it, and people are like, oh, well, you know, she doesn't seem to know why Kizakura would do that for her, blah, blah, blah. Maybe, like, he wasn't really around a lot when she was a kid. And I was like, okay, guys. She was raised mostly by her grandfather abroad. Okay? Like, so her really young memories of him are probably really hazy and indistinct. She doesn't remember. And I was like, here's the other thing. If he interacted with her, like, say, during the timeline of Zetsubou-hen, presumably, right?
Okay.
Those memories were taken away, and we haven't gotten guarantees that they've all come back. Like, Junga ripped that shit out, and we don't know that all of it is back yet.
Maybe, like, fragments or something like that.
Yeah, so, like, I mean, she remembers her dad, and that she was going after her dad, but, like, she doesn't, I don't know, like, how much she
right,
remembers.
I mean, because there wasn't a way to, like, that we knew to fully restore memories. So, like,
yeah.
maybe through research and stuff like that, they figured what they were basically doing because they got hints through the pictures that were left for them.
Yeah, and I mean, there's things that might have jogged, like, certain memories or whatever, but I don't think, like, they've recovered everything from their time at the school.
Yeah. Maybe key important parts, but
Yeah.
not, I mean, maybe he's not considered, like, a super important part of her life.
Yeah.
Because, to her, he seems like this kind of superfluous on the outside character.
Yeah, exactly. So here's the thing.
They blowing away in?
They're blowing away in.
Oh, just let him go.
So they're heading in.
Yep.
Okay. He's like, ah, reminds me of the school. That sucks. And, now here's the thing. This lady was not here. This beep boop was not here in any of the shots that we've seen of this before.
Could, just to think of a theory, could Monokuma have placed her there after the fact? Like, anticipating somebody to come in?
Yeah, but Monokuma's not physically there. It's just on a screen.
Then could whoever, like, the traitor is within this group
Possible, I don't know. So anyway, this is falling down. So remember how they were like, oh yeah, somebody's probably gonna die because of Naegi. Like, he called Togami there. And it might also mean that Hagakure's dead, although I wouldn't hold my breath.
Do you think maybe it's... could this be underground?
Yeah, a lot of people think it might be underwater. Like, under the...
Because the ocean was right there,
yeah,
and Hagakure swam for a little bit.
Yeah, and it's kind of like built on an oil rig, not really an island.
Yeah.
So, people think it might be underwater. Yeah, stuff like that.
Because it did, like, the ceiling rumbled when Naegi and Asahina were there.
Yeah, and the thing is, my question about that is it rumbling because of the detonation thing, or is it rumbling because of something completely unrelated, and that's put there to confuse us?
Well, because you were a big... Like, your favorite theory here is that they're somewhere else.
Yeah, I think it would make the most sense thematically for them to be on the school grounds. like, to be in a replication of this building in the school grounds. Because
Mhm.
they can't use the elevators, and they can't go to, like, other floors and shit. They only have this one floor of, like, rooms that they
Wait,
can go
didn't
through.
didn't in the beginning they drop down a floor because of like the big hole that was created?
Yeah, but, like, I mean, you could make, like, a couple of floors. It's not, it's you, they're not going through, like, hundreds of floors or anything.
Right. But they did
So-
go through. They did go down a little bit, right? Because
Yeah,
they
a
had to
little
jump
bit, sure.
down, and then the first time where Murakata and Sakakura fell asleep was in the like the crater of
Like
the
the
hole
hole,
that was
yeah.
created.
Okay, so, like, maybe there's, like, a couple of things.
Couple of floors.
But I would think that it would make the most sense thematically for them to be on the old school grounds, because then that would mean that Mirai-hen and Zetsubou-hen are taking place at the same location.
just
And
at
since-
different times.
Yeah, and the story is supposed to be entwined and shit. And since this is the end of Kibogamine, and the school has kind of been this central point of the entire series, and all that stuff, for me it makes the most sense to have it take place there.
Mm-hmm. So if the title is the end of Kibogamine, could it also mean? I mean, and I'm not saying that this is right, but kind of more thinking aloud, right?
Yeah.
Like because it did expand so much, right?
Mhm.
Like there was the new building that was built. There was this overseas building that was
Yeah.
apparently built. I mean, could it be that they have to burn like away all of the outside kind of things before they can get back to the original?
Yeah, I mean that's another thing that I would think would work too. Like maybe they have to take care of this overseas thing first, and then maybe like the climax happens at the actual
like
school.
the last couple episodes
Yeah,
somehow end up there.
Something like that. I mean that would also work too. I'm totally fine with that from a narrative standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, so
All right, guys. That was episode 8.
yay!
We're done with episode 8. We are moving on to episode 8 of Zetsubou-hen.
Yay!
And we'll see you there.
Bye.
See ya.